Calmness. Calmness is what you would tend to feel if you entered the Sistine Chapel and you saw Michelangelo's paintings in real life. If you have experienced this, you have something to draw emotions from. If you haven't experienced it, then you can allow yourself to imagine. I did experience it, and I remember vividly how calm I felt, how embraced I felt in the Sistine Chapel. Calmness doesn't necessarily use any words, but it has an aura about it, an energy to it. And this sense of calmness is something that is more subtle than it is expressive. Art can be calming, and this is exactly why we tend to say that creating art as well really is emphasizing flow. And flow is a state of calm mind. When you're in a state of flow, your mind calms. And it's as if the mind no longer chatters the way that it used to do before you were in flow. And it's the very same way that I would say would happen if you are in your feminine essence. Because when you are in your feminine essence and you truly allow yourself to tap into your femininity, you are in contact, direct contact with God consciousness, with a consciousness that connects everything and everyone, and that allows creativity to flow the way that it does, and for everything to expand the way that it does and express the way that it does. It's as I'm doing right now. I'm channeling this message, so to speak, right? And I'm doing it in a calm manner because I am allowing for the message to come through me. And for that to happen, I need to be in a state of relaxation. I need to align with my feminine essence that has no need to push, prove, and please. That is just open. An open channel. So calmness. What is it? And how might we begin, especially as women, to claim this calmness for ourselves and express from this place of calm? Having an awareness over how your emotions work and expressing how you feel is not only the mark of a person with great self-insight, but it also gives you this mysterious edge about you. People who wear, and when I say people, I typically mean high performers with perfectionism, who merely kind of wear these emotions on their sleeves in order to fill a void within of emptiness, in order to feel more worthy. This is actually something that can feel distasteful both for the person itself, but also for those around. And typically, they rarely leave much of the imagination to someone else. It's like you're very straightforward, right? And the key component of having this kind of magnetic aura about you having this sense of calmness about you. It allows you to, so to speak, transcend conversation and communication because you're able to communicate in a very subtle way. If you're a person, let's say, with a big personality and you're very expressive and you enjoy sharing your enthusiasm, expressing enthusiasm and passion is wonderful. And you don't have to be indifferent to have an aura of calmness. It's not about suppressing and repressing your enthusiasm and passion, but it's having that sense of connection with calmness. And from that place, you can begin expressing yourself with passion, with enthusiasm. And underneath that, in a very subtle way, both you and others will pick up that you are in direct contact with yourself and God consciousness. Because it is that subtle. Human beings are that intelligent that we can pick up on this, whether it is being authentic or inauthentic. What I'm really talking about here is having an awareness of your emotions. Not letting yourself be consumed by the emotions or defined by your emotions, but rather, I would say, being in that place of observing your emotions. It's about having that sense of power over how you express yourself and how you express enthusiasm. And when you're being calm, it's really this kind of selective calmness. Because being chronically calm, always devote to passion and enthusiasm, that is unnecessary. And it is impractical, and it is also a little bit bizarre to be chronically calm. But calmness is more so about being selective of how you and when you express yourself. In addition to that, calmness becomes very clear. It becomes very clear, right? That you are or you have this sense of connection with calmness when you have an experience that potentially in the past could have led you into a state of anger or frustration or reactivity. And when you're then instead able to observe that and express from a place of calm, you are truly blooming beyond perfectionism. Because you're no longer reacting, you are responding to whatever is happening around you. Responding consciously, creating consciously, loving consciously. Calmness is also the ability to forgive yourself. It's the ability to observe when you do something, and if it leads to something that you find destructive, you're able to forgive yourself in a calm way, with loving kindness, loving awareness, understanding, and coming back to where you're at and going for it again with a new approach in a calm way. So it's not that calm cannot coincide with passion and enthusiasm, because it can. It's more so, are you being able to respond calmly whenever shit hits the fan? Are you able to observe what's going on in your mind? Are you able to observe what's going on in your body? Are you able to observe the signals that the the sunflower, the bloomer, the boss bloomer, the light within you is communicating to you? Are you able to calmly, collectively, in a collected manner, respond? Calmness is directed to peace as well. When you're feeling peaceful, you're feeling calm. When you're feeling calm, you're typically feeling peaceful. So you go about the world in a very peaceful manner, and this peace will emit off of you. This is what makes you a sunflower, a bloomer, a boss bloomer, because this energy is emitting off of you. This peace is the highest frequency of a state that you can possibly be in. It's a state of full divine presence. So I would love to support you in being able to tap into this kind of state of calmness, so that you can express yourself freely in an amazing way, in so many different ways. You can express all sorts of emotions, all sorts of things on the spectrum, but it all roots from this place of calmness and you being collected in your energy and in your core essence. So you can go to bloombeyond.com/apply to apply to join the Bloom Beyond tribe. And I would love to see you on the other side, so you can go from reactivity to rather being responsive, so that you can go from feeling like your emotions are overpowering you to rather you being able to observe and collect and express yourself from that place of calm. Stay bright, brave, and balanced.